Last week's economic news in review. Existing home sales retreated, while new home sales grew. Meanwhile, layoffs saw a sizable increase. Existing home sales. After enjoying a growth spike in February, sales of existing single-family homes, townhomes, condos and co-ops fell 4.9% in March to an annual rate of 5.21 million, the National Association of Realtors reported last week. Compared to last year, sales were 5.4% below March 2018's pace of 5.51 million. It is not surprising to see a retreat after a power surge in sales in the prior month, NAR chief economist Lawrence Yun said in a public statement. Still, current sales activity is underperforming in relation to the strength in the jobs markets. The impact of lower mortgage rates has not yet been fully realized. The median price for existing homes of all types ticked up 3.8% in March to $259,400, marking the 85th consecutive month of year-over-year price gains. Looking at supply, the inventory of existing homes for sale at the end of March grew to 1.68 million, which was up from February's 1.63 million homes, representing a 3.9-month supply at March's sales pace. We had been calling for additional inventory, so I am pleased to see that there has been a modest increase on that front, NAR President John Smaby said. We're also seeing very favorable mortgage rates, so now would be a great time for those buyers who may have been waiting to make a purchase. New home sales of new single-family homes in March hit an annual rate of 692,000, which was 4.5% over February's pace of 662,000, according to last week's report from the Census Bureau and the Department of Housing and Urban Development. March's sales were well above economists' expectations of an annual rate of 656,000. When compared to the same period a year ago, new home sales for March were 3% higher than March 2018's rate of 672,000. The median sales price for new homes sold in March came in at $302,700, which was down from February's median sales price of $315,300. Looking at inventory, the number of new homes for sale at the end of March totaled 344,000, which represented a 6-month supply at March's sales rate. Initial jobless claims. After enjoying some considerable dips over the past two reports, first-time claims for unemployment benefits filed by recently unemployed Americans during the week ending April 20th shot up to 230,000, a sizable increase of 37,000 claims from the preceding week's total of 193,000, the Employment and Training Administration reported last week. The 4-week moving average, regarded as a more reliable measure of initial jobless claims, grew to 206,000, an increase of 4,500 claims from the prior week's average of 201,500. This marked the 216th week in which initial claims were below the 300,000 claim level, which economists consider an indicator of a growing job market. This week, we can expect, Monday, personal incomes and spending for March from the Bureau of Economic Analysis. Tuesday, consumer confidence for April from the Conference Board. Wednesday, construction spending for March from the Census Bureau and the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Car and truck sales for auto manufacturers. Thursday, initial jobless claims for last week from the Employment and Training Administration. Factory orders for March from the Census Bureau. Friday, payrolls, unemployment and average hourly earnings for April from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. More information, please call us today 209-651-2000.